Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing. Welcome to Rosemount Middle for tonight's South Suburban Conference meeting between the Burnsville Blaze and the Rosemount Irish. My name is Stephanie Moore, and I'll be your cruise director here tonight. Does it sound okay? Can we speed up the noise? What? I did turn it off. Off? I did turn it off. Welcome to Rosemount. I Welcome to Rosemount Middle for tonight's South Suburban Conference. Does it sound okay? Does it sound okay? All right. I I don't remember it. It's what? It's all those. Oh, good evening. We have a great chat here. Matthew Warwick chatting in here from. Let me know where you're at, Matthew. But let's go Irish. Should be a big tilt here tonight with Burnsville versus Rosemount here at Rosemount Elementary, Rosemount Middle tonight. So we'll begin here momentarily as they're finishing up their warm-ups and getting ready for the pregame. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome to Rosemount Middle for tonight's South Suburban Conference meet between the Rosemount Irish and the Burnsville Blaze. My name is Scott Van Warren. I'll be your cruise director here tonight. I have a fun crowd here tonight on a Friday night as Chuck a Duck is happening throughout the stands here. Henry Gerton doing a great job filling in for Mark Kerrigan and Nikki Kerrigan. As we continue to roll in, we're about ready to begin for the opening ceremonies and the Irish coming out of the locker room. So stand by, and we're gonna have a great night tonight. We're we're going through the Mike Tonjes is doing a great job here announcing this tonight. Walking through the captains, the Irish captains here for this season is Quinlan Schroeder, Josh Sikorsky, and Sawyer Smith. So coaches Jake Kemna, Emily Gabriel, Jeff Nelson, and Dan Monahan, the University of Minnesota uh, diver with a lot of accolades here at Rosemount and at the University of Minnesota. So just awaiting the Irish to come out of the locker room and the national anthem, and we'll get this party started. So, so the Irish are coming out of the locker room, coming out by grade, led by Captain Josh Sikorsky, followed by Jackson Crucy, and the host of the Irish. They got a great team this year, 26 members, up approximately about 5 to 6 members over year. Now we're going to have the national anthem. All right, now we're set to begin here. We're going to start with the 200 medley relay. We're finishing up the Chuck and Duck. Mark and Nikki Kerrigan would be proud of Henry Gerton here tonight, getting the crowd covered. It's a fabulous night here. We're going to end the week on a high note here with the Rosemount Irish going up against the Burnsville Blaze. A lot of new families, a lot of new faces. First home meet of the year. Everybody's kind of getting the wheels greased here to make sure everything is going right. So we're about ready to begin. Okay. All right, we're getting ready for to begin the event here with the 200 medley relay. Burnsville is in lane 1, 3, and 5, with Rosemount in lanes 2, 4, and 6. We got a full boat here for the varsity relay heat. Well, Rosemount's got Josh Chalet coming out in the first. Josh Chalet, Josh Sikorsky out in the run of the first length here, the first part of the relay with the backstroke, making a good turn. Sikorsky is out in way out in front now, giving way to Nolan Hansen. Now we're working. We got Dylan Everett getting ready to get in the water. With Carlos Cena in with the breaststroke going on great. Nolan Hansen's doing awesome here. As we're getting ready, West Snap is getting ready to get in. Halfway through here, just over a minute. As we're getting in, West Snap doing butterfly here. All right, finishing strong here. West getting ready to give it to the anchor of Charming Zoo. And we're off. All right, Dylan Everett finished up. Now we're working with Jackson Helmberger, cross country, and Charman's finishing up here. Oh, a great time of 2 minutes and 6.55 to take the heat here. Burnsville comes in second with 202.82. Rosemount comes in third with 213.43. We have final racers are coming in here. Finish up, they're working hard. Jackson Sundquist finish up in lane 5, working hard. We have Oludeo coming in for the final heat or final leg of the race here for the Blaze. Gonna wrap up. Love the effort. Love the support here by the crowd. In working hard. He's working hard here. Makes the turn and he's on his leg. He's in the final 25. Just over 320. Finish it up strong. Hulu chant his name. All right. Love the effort. Love the support. He finishes. Rosemount takes the first heat with Josh Sikorsky, Owen Hansen, Wes Knapp, and Charming Zoo taking that one. Next up will be the 200-yard freestyle varsity leg here, varsity heat. We have in lane 2 Spencer Rudd from Rosemount and Jackson Crucy and Cooper Pedersen in lane 3 from Burnsville. Cenas Booz. Spencer Rudd is out to a fast start with Jackson Crucy hanging right with him. Cooper Pedersen makes a good turn, and they're just finishing the first 50 here. These guys, well-trained athletes, had the opportunity to attend practice here this week, and they're working hard. Jackson just ahead of Spencer Rudd. Cooper makes a turn after the first 50. Jackson makes a turn after 75, still just in front of Spencer Rudd. Pacing themselves. Team is from Burnsville, halfway through, almost making it 75, with Jackson still ahead of Spencer, but Spencer's right on his tail. Guys are cruising after 100. Great form. Cooper Pedersen working hard. He's working hard in the weight room with Dr. Conboy. Jackson Crucy looking strong here. He's making the turn at 100. The 150, he's got 50 left. Spencer Rudd just on his tail here. Let's see what kind of finish we got. Cooper Pedersen still going strong in lane 6. Jackson makes the final turn here at still really good splits. Jackson's now pulling away from Spencer. Both of them running a great race here. Finishing strong. Jackson takes it here with 158.96. Spencer finish up with a 204.93. Now it's delayed. Cooper Pedersen working strong here, finish strong. Cooper with a 227.14. I'm here. working here. Seamus working strong here. The crowd's going to cheer him on. Seamus boos. Keep. He's working hard. He's going to finish up here with 325.15 for Burnsville. Great race by everybody here. Our next meet, our next event will be the 200-yard individual medley. Rosemount will be in lane 2, 4, and 6 with Wes Knapp, Josh Sikorsky, and Josh Saleh. With Burnsville in lane 3 and 5 with Calvin Chahui and Max Roca. And they're off. The butterfly here to start with Sikorsky out to a lead to start with Wes Knapp right on his tail here. Sikorsky looking really strong. With Josh Chalet doing really, really well here. After the first 50, Sikorsky's in the lead with Wes Knapp making the turn on the backstroke. Sikorsky making his final turn here before he gets to the next stroke. Wes Knapp doing great. Looking strong for a 8th grader here. All right. Sikorsky, breaststroke. All right. Sikorsky making the turn for the final 25 on the breaststroke. All right, everybody on the breaststroke right now. Sikorsky out, extending his lead here. Wes Knapp working strong here. He's on the senior's tail. It's exciting to see some of these young swimmers come into the Rosemount program. Josh Chalet working hard over in lane 6. Sikorsky in his one of his favorite events, 100 free here. So he's going to work his way all the way home here. He's in his last 25, just made the turn. Wes Knapp just making his turn for the final 25. Sikorsky looks like he's going to be under 215 here, or just over 215. 217.13 is Josh Sikorsky, and Wes Knapp having a strong swing. 221.73 for the 8th grader. Awesome job. Josh Saleh finishing strong here. See if the Rosemount can make it a 1-2-3 sweep. Calvin, Josh just taps in front of Calvin Tui. Saleh at 241.34. Doing a great job. Calvin coming in there at 242.62. And Max finish up with the 256.05. Great swim by everybody. Uh, and they're off here. It's a 50-yard freestyle junior varsity. We got for Rosemount in lane 2, 4, and 6 is Jacob Skahara, Brett Melkama, and Ryan Singlerin. And in lane 1 from Burnsville, Alea Elodeo. Lane 4, Burkett making a strong swim here. It's going to be under 35, 34.36. One of our new swimmers, love to see that. Ryan Slingerland finishing second here at 42.07. Crowd going nuts here for the junior varsity heat. Jacob finishes with 43.64. Now we'll be doing the 50-yard freestyle varsity race. And we're off. In lanes 2, 4, and 6 for Rosemount, Charming Sue, Will Durfee, and Gran Albers. In lane 1, 3, and 5, Jackson Sundquist, Roshan Batham, and Nolan Johnson for Burnsville. With Will Durfee well out in front, the strong junior here making a great bid. Going to be under 24, 23.38. Charmin Zoo, 28.60. And Grant Albers, 31.35. Great swim by a couple new swimmers for the Rosemount swimming team. Now we're going to be going to we're getting ready for our diving as we have some intermission or some downtime as the divers get warmed up and the swimmers move a couple of the lane markers. Everybody's taking a seat here after a fun first half as we continue to sell some chuck and duck. And as we move forward, this is a great fundraiser and a lot of fun here. We'll do that after the diving event where either Lucas Gurton or Zach Manwarn will dive into the water and pick up that all elusive duck, see who wins some gift cards. It looks like Coach Dan Monahan is teaching a bunch of the boys about diving maintenance on the board. So the three Rosemount divers are huddling up, getting ready for the official to come speak to them. There's three Burnsville divers and three Rosemount divers here tonight. So as we wait for the divers to do their warm up and get all the special instructions here by the officials, we have some senior spotlights. Um, excuse me, Sawyer Smith, one of our seniors and captains here. He's not here tonight, but favorite swimming event here is just some of the information that we've learned about our seniors here, whether it's a 100 butterfly. His favorite class is physics. Physics, really, physics. It's his favorite class. He plans to attend the University of Wisconsin. He's going to become a Badger after high school. And moving on to Spencer Rudd, his favorite swimming events is the 100 back and the 100 butterfly. We've already seen him doing really well here tonight. His favorite class is physics as well. Who likes physics? These guys do. After high school, he's looking to attend the University of St. Thomas and studying computer engineering. And his favorite food is brisket. I'm coming to see Spencer when I eating some brisket. Back to Sawyer. I'm coming with Sawyer when we go to Italy for his, one of his favorite places to go. That's, no. So we're getting ready here as Lucas Gurton starts the his first practice dive as they're getting ready to get used to what water feels like. I think the boys try to see how high they can jump to touch the ceiling in this place. Luca Borge is our new diver here at Rosemount. I can still hear myself. So Zach Manwarn almost touches one of the soundproof or sound protectors here or that prevent the echoes. And we got three Burnsville divers, as I had mentioned before. We have Seamus Boos, who was swimming here earlier, Xander Boyku, and Charles Burns here tonight. Looking to have a great event. I know that diving is a near and dear to my heart, as I've been able to watch a lot of diving here in the last few years with with Zach, my son, diving here tonight. So we'll we will give we will do our best to call out these dives with the understanding that some of the numbers and some of the dives that we're actually going to see are actually going to be pretty phenomenal. And Henry Gurton doing a great job tonight. If we could get Henry to turn around and wave to the camera with the Chuck a Duck hats here, and Deanna Larson also doing a great job here. And the stands are mostly full here with a lot of volunteers. We can't do these events without volunteers, and so it's really great to see the community come out. We got a special person in attendance. Dr. Tim Comboy is down watching his. Dr. Tim Comboy's in attendance, watching some of his projects in the weight room. Seeing definitely Lucas Gurton and Zach Manwarn, who spend time in the weight room, watching these guys get their bodies in better shape to get off that board. So this is a great time for the swimmers. Take a little break to get ready for that second half of the meet. So we're just working towards, excuse me, working towards this. And if you're out there, send me a chat. Tell me where you're listening in from, and I will we'll make sure we give you a big shout out. The Irish could use all your support. No, it's okay. Does it? Okay. This is the best part of the meet when both teams get to sit on the bench, watch us, and as a diver, I know I can't dive, but I may be making a an appearance at the alumni meet if you want to come see a cannonball. But Grumpy Cat, yep, go divers, right? It's a special breed to be able to jump off the diving board in front of everybody and do the tricks that they're going to do here tonight. And it's going to be a special night. We have two-time state champ Lucas Gurton here in the lineup, and he's looking in tip-top shape. So Charles Burns doing a 101A front dive straight. Nice young man here. Great approach. Oh, nice job. And as always, the crowd giving it support. 2-3-3 scores. Nice job from the guy. A 1.4 front dive straight. He got off the board. He's got ones across the one, 1.5, and 1. Now Luca Borge. A 101A front dive tuck for Luca Borge, making his first dive at a home meet here for the Rosemount Irish. Nice dive. Great form. Looking great. 4.5 across the board. It's a big old bingo here for the first dive for Luca. Zach Manhorn doing a front 1.5. I think is what I heard. Little 3C. Oh, over rotated just a bit. 4.5, and 4. Xander from Burnsville up next. 1.7 forward, 1.5 somersault in a pike position. A really nice entry, great pike position. 4.5, 4.5, and 5. Dan Monahan doing some great judging down there. Lucas Gurton. One and a half somersault in tuck position, 1.7 here. Starting off, they have to have under a 2.0 to begin. Oh, clean entry, great height, 7.5, 7.5, and 8. Great job. And Dennis Durfee, I see you coming in from Eugene, Oregon. Back there in 4:30 out in the West Coast. Charles up again. Great attempt. 1.5, 1.5, 2. Next up, Chance is up here. Forward 1 somersault tuck at a 1.4. Great attempt by Chance here. 2.5s across the board. It's a big old bingo. Luca for Rosemount up next. A 1.6 here. Nice job. 2.5, 2.5, and 2. Next up, Zach. Two somersaults, a 2.2 degree of difficulty. Five and a half, and a 5. Great dive by Zach. Xander's up. Five and a half, 5 for that 2 somersault in a tuck position, 2.2. Front 2.5 in a pike position, a 2.6 degree difficulty for Lucas. Great dive by Lucas. 7.5, 7, 6.5. A 201A, a back dive here for Charles. Nice job here by Charles. 2.32. Back dive straight here by chance. A nice dive here. 3.5, 3, and 3.5. Back dive straight here for Luca. Good try here by Luca. 2.32. Front 2.5, 2.4. Four, 5, 5. Xander. A 1.6 inward dive here for Xander. Four, 4.5, 4. 2.3 here back. One somersault. Great dive by Lucas. 7 and a half. Next up, Luca. Inward dive tuck 1.4 here for Luca. Dive number 4. Nice dive here by Luca. Nice inward dive. Judges are discussing, the official determining if it was the correct dive or not. Two and a half, 2.5, 2.5. Bingo. Inward, 1.5, 2.2. Four and a half, 5.5, 5. Got to talk to Coach Dan Monahan for the 4.5. Back dive somersault here, 1.7. Nice dive. 5.5, 5.5, 4.5. Next up, Lucas. Inward, 1 somersault, 1.5 somersaults on the pike. Great dive. 8, 8.5, 8.5. Starting dive number 5 here. Luca got a twister here. Three, 3, 2. Next up, Zach. Reverse. 1 somersault, tuck. Four and a half, 4.5, 5. Nice dive by 5, 5, 5.5. .1 here. Inward 2.5 for Lucas on dive number 5 here. Great dive. 9-9, 8.5. Standing ovation here from the starting the final round here. Reverse dive straight for Luca in the final dive. Oh, failed dive. Looks like he slipped off the board, but failed dive for Luca on his final dive. Front one somersault, one twist, free position, 1.9. Final dive. Five and a half, 5, 4.5. Back to somersault tuck for Xander here in his final dive. Three, 3.5, 2.5. Final dive here of the night, Lucas. Reverse. A new dive here for Lucas, 3.0. Reverse 2.5. Tuck. Great job. 6.5, 6, 5.5. That concludes the diving for tonight. Great job to all divers. Now it's going to be chuck-a-duck time. We're going to be taking a little bit of a break. Hey, Deanna. Chuck-a-duck time? The divers are getting ready to do the chuck-a-duck here. Zach Manwarren doing the chuck-a-duck dive here for that perfect, finding that duck for that gift card here tonight. Creating a new dive here with the twister. Number 34. It's a fun event here that we do at Rosemount Home Meets with the Chuck a Duck. Now it's a little bit of cleanup for the divers to get in and get all the ducks, and then we'll get the swimmers warming up. We get the lane lines back here as they get the lane markers in and the divers get their warm ups. We'll get started here. Pool is open for practice here, getting warmed back up for the swimmers. Sherry Prusy, I see you in Park Rapids. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Jackson Prusy had a really nice early event. Did great job up in Park Rapids, Minnesota. I think I've been to Park Rapids before. Think no snow up there yet, right? Just rain. Thanks for joining us. If anybody else is out there, feel free to put in the YouTube chat. Love to call out the boys, the team. Love to see the support. We're just wrapping up the warm up period here to start the second half. We'll be having the Hunter Butterfly to start the second half here. And we have two swimmers from Rosemount. It'll be Nolan Hansen and Will Durfee. And I know Will Durfee, it's one of his favorite events. So looking forward to seeing him. And then as we move on to the 100-yard freestyle, I'm sure we're going to see some fast-paced swimmers here with Jackson Prusy in lane number 4 when we get to that point. Festive mood here on a Friday night. Everybody enjoying the Christmas time. We'll begin here momentarily. I think the diving scores are being calculated here as we we'll review here the senior spotlights that we had earlier. Spencer Rudd, we were talking about him being loving physics. That's awesome. I wish I could have used him in school. And he's going to go to St. Thomas and study computer engineering. I know he has a lot of interest in that and loves brisket. I'm coming over, and he's opening up his presents on Christmas morning, and he wants to go down under. He would love to travel to Australia, and I think that's great. Now Sawyer Smith, he's going to become a Badger here and studying that physics as well. He enjoys that, and his Christmas tradition is one on Christmas Eve and one on Christmas morning, or the rest on Christmas morning. Just a little teaser of the night before, finish it off, and then he would like to travel to Italy, and so I know he's not here tonight, but we'll see him at future events. So Spencer Rudd and Sawyer Smith, a couple of our seniors this year. I'm, I'm just hot. We're diving scores. 30.10 for Charles, 32.4 for Chance from Burnsville, 64.4 is Luca from Rosemount. 161 is Xander from Burnsville. In second place will be Zach Manwarn. 172.0, close to a personal best. And in first place will be Lucas Gurton. We're just doing some final calculations. 339, a school best record. He breaks his own record on a great Friday night here. A special event. Lucas does a great job. It was fun to watch that. So it breaks the school record, and we got 3 more home meets for him to go towards that. So great job, divers. And we're going to go on to Hunter Butterfly here. Got the Hunter Butterfly here beginning varsity heat. Got Nolan Hansen in lane 2. In lane 4, Will Durfee from Rosemount. And then lane 3 is Logan Deneen. Out strong. Will Durfee's out strong in lane 4. Nolan Hansen's not that far behind, making the turn here. Durfee's doing great here. Hansen's just on his toes. Durfee makes the turn at 27.26 after the first 50, and Hansen at 29.55. Durfee strong here. Logan Deneen from Burnsville doing a great job here. Durfee makes the turn for home. Nolan Hansen halfway done here. Durfee coming in 59.62, breaks a minute. Nolan Hansen finishes with a 103.70. Great swims by both Irish swimmers. Logan finishing up here for the Blaze at 116.51. Nice job, guys, on a tough race. Now moving on to the 100 free. We're going to have a junior varsity heat here. In lanes 2, 4, and 6 will be Rosemount swimmers Burkett, Melku, Winston Larson, and Matthew Hokinson. Lanes 3 and 5 for Burnsville, Olu Odebo and Charles Burns. And they're off here. The junior varsity heat. Winston Larson out strong here with Burkett right on his toes here. Winston making the turn. Winston looking strong. For Burkett right on his toes with Matthew Hokinson not far behind. Winston makes a turn after the first 50 at 34.30. Doing a nice job here, looking strong. Burkett continue to be strong right on the toes of Winston. And Matthew doing a great job here. Almost ready to make the turn for his final 25. Winston looking to finish strong here, possibly under 112. Just over it. 113.82 with Burkett finishing strong here for the Irish at 119.82. And Matthew Hokinson making a 1-2-3 finish here for Rosemount at a 126.38. Olu for Burnsville doing good here. And Charles, who was diving earlier, doing the 100-yard free. Keep going. Finish strong here, guys. Alou finishes. And then Charles here. $217.87. Nice job, guys. Now we're heading. Oh. We're going 100-yard free varsity heat here. It's lanes 2, 4, and 6 will be Spencer Rudd, Jackson Prusy, and Charming Zoo. And lanes 1, 3, and 5 with Jeremiah Carter, Oliver Deneen, and Max Roca for Burnsville. We'll see if we have another battle here between Spencer and Jackson like we did earlier tonight. Jackson Prusy out strong. Same with Spencer Rudd. With Oliver Denis not too far behind there. Those guys are a 1-2-3 there. After the first 50, it looks like Jackson Prusy is going to have a short lead over Spencer Rudd and Oliver Denis at 25.38. Spencer Rudd looking like he's making a big kick here. Oliver Denis right with him. Prusy's got the lead here at the final 25. Jackson pulling away a little bit. Spencer Rudd working hard. Both seniors are doing great here. Prusy wins at 53.07 with Spencer at 54.62. Oliver Denis at 55.33. Great job, boys. Yeah, Jeremiah Carter finishing up here for the Blaze. All right, we have the 500 free here. Varsity heat. We'll have lanes 2 and 4 will be Josh Chalet and Josh Sikorsky, both seniors. And in lanes 3 and 5 for Burnsville will be Marty Pritchard and Thomas Pritchard. Getting the lap counters ready. Josh Chalet and Josh Sikorsky out strong. First 25, Sikorsky in the lead. Chalet not far behind. Sikorsky looking like he's gliding through the water like a bird in air here. He's just gliding. Nice and smooth. Josh Chalet doing a nice job. As I mentioned, both seniors. Sikorsky, one of the captains here of the Irish. Marty Pritchard and Thomas Pritchard doing a nice job for Burnsville. Sikorsky ending his 4th lap here. Chalet just finishing his 4th lap. Marty and Thomas Pritchard finish their 4th. Sikorsky just coming up on his 6th lap. Both Pritchards finishing their 5th lap here. Sikorsky's coming up on his 7th. A very grueling test, mental test, not just a physical test. Here, the 500. Kind of a badge of honor to do this race. Sikorsky looking quite calm in the water. Very easy strokes. Chalet finishing his 7th lap. Sikorsky at 9 laps. It looks like Marty Pritchard pulling away from Thomas Pritchard from Burnsville. But Josh Slay doing a nice job finishing up his ninth lap. Sikorsky finished up his 11th. Soleil looking smooth as well. While we're here on the 500, just a big call out, but thank you to all the volunteers, the timers, head timers, folks running the scoreboards, and our announcers here. And a special shout out here to Tom Rucci for helping me get set up here tonight and running a great show. Sikorsky finishing up his 14th lap. Soleil coming up on his 13th lap. Sikorsky finishing up his 15th lap. Sikorsky coming in at 16 laps here at still doing it at 33.59 on a lap here, so it's still pretty good clip. Soleil looking strong. Sikorsky finished up his 17th lap. Just 440 right now for Sikorsky as he's finishing up his 18th lap. Getting ready for this, hear the bell for his last 50. Sikorsky's looking strong here. Soleil's coming in on up to his 17th lap, looking to finish it. Sikorsky on the final portion of the 500 here for him, looking strong. He never wavered. Looks like he's digging deep to finish here. There he goes, 5 minutes, 25 seconds, .44. Nice run by Sikorsky. Marty Pritchard finishing up his 16th lap. Or 14th, 16th lap. Soleil coming in at 18th, I believe 18th lap. Finish. Soleil on his final 25 here. Marty Pritchard working on his 18th lap. Thomas Pritchard just finishes 17th. Soleil, nice swim by Soleil. 6 minutes, 20 seconds. Marty Pritchard on his last 50 here. Thomas Pritchard coming up to his last 50. Marty Pritchard on his last 50 or last 25. Thomas Pritchard just coming up, getting ready to make turn for home. Great job by all four swimmers. Grueling test of the 500. Marty Pritchard finished at 7 minutes and 2 seconds, .23. Nice job. Thomas Pritchard coming up. He's got his last 10. And 7:23.82. A big round of applause by the audience here tonight. Great crowd. Festive Friday night. Now we're going to head into the 200-yard freestyle relay. It's varsity heat here tonight. In lanes 1, 3, and 5 will be the Burnsville teams, and lanes 2, 4, and 6 will be Rosemount. Burnsville with the black swim cap with the gold writing and white accents. Rosemount with the navy blue caps with green writings with white accents. And they're off. Dylan Everett into the water with Will Durfee on the first leg in lane 4, along with Winston Larson in lane 6. Dylan and Durfee make the turn for home here. Winston not far behind. Next in for Rosemount will be Spencer Rudd, along with Carlos Enya. Spencer Rudd looking strong. Matthew Hokinson in lane 6 in the water. Rudd swimming like he's got something to prove here tonight. Next up will be Jackson Prusy. They're teammates this time and not competitors. Prusy into the water. Cooper Pedersen getting ready. Jackson looking strong. Finishing up here with Matthew Hokinson getting ready for Jacob Scarra. Final lap or final swimmer for the lane 4 for Rosemount, Josh Sikorsky, who just got done with the 500. How about that? Running the anchor leg here on the 200-yard freestyle after he swam 20 lengths of the pool. Sikorsky looking really, really good here, looking strong. His patented slap in the water as he's making the freestyle swim. As we head here, Charming Chu finishing strong here for Rosemount in lane 2. Will be at a 158.47. Rosemount wins at 136.71. Burnsville's in second in lane 3 with 158.13. Heck of a battle in lane 5s and 6 between Nolan Johnson from Burnsville and Ryan Singer. Nolan Johnson pulling away for Burnsville in lane 5 at 232.14. Ryan finishing up here at 237.19. Arnold Sweet in the final 25 here for Burnsville. Arnold finishing strong. Everybody's cheering for him here. Nice job, Arnold. Finishing with a 301.89. Moving into the 100-yard backs. Varsity heat here for the 100 back. We got lanes 2, 4, and 6 for Rosemount with Jackson Helmberger, Wes Knapp, and Graham Albers. And in lanes 3 and 5 for Burnsville, we got Oliver Deneen and Xander Boyku. Missing Matthew Warwig's race here. 100-yard back. Great start here. Jackson Helmberger in lane 2. Wes Knapp in lane 4. Wes is out strong. In lane 6, Graham Albers. Lane 4, Wes Knapp out front in front of Oliver Deneen from Burnsville. Both just a half a second apart here. Jackson Helmberger not far behind along with Xander Boyku. Graham Albers making the turn here. Final 50. Wes Knapp making the turn for home here. About a second in front. Crowd's getting into it. Wes Knapp and Oliver Janine. Looks like it's going to be Wes here. Wes finishes with a 103.23 with Oliver at 104.13. Great race by both. Jackson Helmberger in lane 2 finishing up here along with Graham. Burnsville finishes 119.40 with Xander Boyku. Jackson Helmberger finishes 123.48 and Graham Elbers finishing up. The pad didn't register. Now we're into the 100-yard breaststroke. We got a junior varsity heat with Winston Larson swimming by himself here, looking strong here. His Irish teammates cheering him on, as you can hear him in the background. Loudest event in swimming, the breaststroke. Winston finishing up his first 50. Halfway through here. 38.54. His Irish teammates continue to be cheered strong here. Making the turn just past 1 minute. Final 25 for Winston Larson in the junior varsity heat 100-yard breaststroke. Finishing strong here under 130. 126.75. Great swim by Winston. Love seeing him try different events here. Now the varsity heat here for 100-yard breaststroke in lanes 2, 4, and 6 will be Rosemount. It will be Dylan Everett, Nolan Hansen, and Carlo Cessna. In lane 1, 3, and 5 for Burnsville will be Jeremiah Carter, Calvin Chahui, and Jackson Sandquist. Big splash here to start with. Nolan Hansen, Dylan Everett looking strong here. Calvin Chahui out strong here for Burnsville in lane 3. Dylan Everett and Nolan Hansen right there. Along with Carlos Cesana. Calvin leading at the first 50. Nolan right on his toes. Dylan Everett not far behind. It looks so Calvin's going to have the lead when he's coming home here in the last 25. Nolan Hansen right there, not far behind. Dylan Everett still looking strong. Calvin coming in here for Burnsville at 113.29. Nolan Hansen finishes up with a 115.37. And Dylan Everett finishes 118.16. Great race. Lane 6, Carlo Cesana, 128.7. Nice race. Burnsville finish up here with Jeremiah Carter in lane 1 and Jackson Sundquist in lane 5. Jackson finishing strong here. There we go. 159.58, under 2 minutes. Jeremiah. $215.35. Now we're going to go to the final race here. 400-yard freestyle relay. The varsity heat tonight. In lanes 2, 4, and 6 will be Rosemount. Leading off in lane 2 will be Jackson Helmberger. Lane 4 will be Winston Larson. And lane 6 will be Matthew Hokinson. Lanes 3 and 5 will be Burnsville. Oliver Deneen and Rashawn Botham will be leading off for the Blaze. And we're off. Our final event of the night here. So Calvin, who just finished up, jumps back in the water, looking strong. It's like he never left the water. Rosemount Jackson Helmberger in second here, with Winston Larson not far behind. Rohan Botham for Burnsville, looking good. First 50 for Calvin, looking strong here. With Jackson Helmberger just behind, looking good. That cross-country training this fall with Coach Harder proven to have some benefit here with these longer races. Calvin making the turn for home here. He's going to give way to Max Roca for Rosemount. We're going to have, Cooper Pedersen's going to be getting in the water. Burkhead for Rosemount's in lane number 2 just entered the water. Lane number 6 for Rosemount. Jackson Prucey's going to take the second leg in lane 6. Looking strong here. Jackson Burkett finishing up the first 50 here. Cooper Pedersen finish up the first 50 for Rosemount lane 4. Jackson Prucey coming up on the final 25 of his leg. Burnsville into the third leg here in lane number 3. Max Roca is now. Logan Deneen was doing the second leg. Jackson Prucey giving away to Wes Knapp in lane 6. In lane 4 will be Will Durfee here. In lane 2, Nolan Hansen. Some strong swimmers. Burnsville, Nolan Johnson comes into the water. Wes Knapp looking strong here. Will Durfee just finished up the first 50. Nolan Hansen coming up on his final 25 here. Lane 6 for Rosemount. Josh Chalet enters water as the anchor. Lane 4, Graham Albers is entering for Rosemount in the anchor leg. And lane 2 for Rosemount, Spencer Rudd is going to enter the water anchor leg. For Burnsville, in lane 3, Xander Boyku finish up the first 50. He's the anchor for Burnsville in lane 3. Lane 5, Nolan Johnson continuing on. See if Rosemount can catch him here. Josh Chalet out in lane 6. Spencer Rudd in lane 2. Graham Elbers in lane 4. Marty Pritchard enters the water here for Burnsville as the anchor. Xander Boyku wins it here for Burnsville with a time of 4:15.67. Graham Elbers and Spencer Rudd. Spencer finishes up with 4:26.57, second place. Graham Elbers takes third here, 4:27.77. Rosemount takes fourth with 4:32.68. And one more 50 for Burnsville. So far here, before we entered the last race here, the varsity score is 91 for Rosemount, 30 for Burnsville. The JV, junior varsity, Rosemount 25.5 and Burnsville 5.5. We have Marty Pritchard finishing up here for Burnsville, 5:23.28. That completes the last event here for our meet. It's been a great fun event here Friday night in Rosemount. A lot of folks out here. Great to see crowd supporting all swimmers and the volunteers. We could not do this with any of the volunteers. So great job for the officials and our volunteers. We're waiting for the final results, but it looks like Rosemount will win 91-30. Thank you for everybody who tuned in, listened to me, sent in notes. And special thanks here to Tom Rucci for helping me out here tonight as my producer. 101 for Rosemount. Rosemount takes the meet tonight. Great job. Fun event. Fun home meet. Our next home meet will be Tuesday, December 19th against Apple Valley. Thank you.